Well,
Hey,
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 hey, hey,
hey.
friends. Bah.
William's wearing the perfect shirt. What's up, haters? We are back. We're here.
Here.
I'm here. He's here. Who are we? We are hopefully your favoriteest, but we are the latest and greatest wrestling podcast in the land. We are the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
I'm Billiam.
And today, tonight, whenever you happen to be joining us, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to give you a weekly recap of the wrestling of the Monday Night Raw. But as always, we're going to start off with the weekly recap of Friday Night SmackDown. Take it away, my man, Billiam. Let us know what happened.
Good evening, haters. Welcome back.
Hmm.
You think I'd be prepared? Oh, here we are. SmackDown from October 10th, emanating from Perth, Australia. So it was
Huh.
the threefer. Perth got a threefer. They got a SmackDown, they got the Crown Jewel, and they got the
Boom.
Monday Night Raw.
Boom.
Yep, yep, yep.
Two, three.
Which there was like a grand total attendance. I think Cole announced it on Raw. It was like 40,000, almost 41,000 people over 3 days. So that's pretty good for that arena. They were all sellouts. So good for
Wonderful.
them.
Way to go, Australia. Way to
He's
go.
like, congratulations, congratulate, give you a round of applause for yourselves. It's like for spending all your hard-earned money to give to me. Thank you.
I mean,
Yep, that's what it's all about. Anyway. So, SmackDown kicked off with champ Cody Rhodes cutting a promo before Crown Jewel. They had with the massive Crown Jewel Championship belt. Like if you haven't seen this thing, it's massive.
supposedly it has 30 over 30,000 diamonds in it or something like
Something
that.
like that. I can believe it for as large it is, and that's why they don't get to keep it. That's why they get raised. So that was behind a glass case in the middle of the ring. Cody Rhodes was cutting a promo on why he's probably going to beat Seth Rollins, blah blah blah. Uh, but then not just Rollins and Rhodes come out. Nope, not just Rollins or Rhodes, but a major group carried the show. Uh, the yeah, the crowd calls. Oh, the crowd called Rollins a wanker, and
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes was like, "Hey, Michael Cole, you're the voice of SmackDown. What can you clarify what he said?" He's like, honestly, he couldn't understand what the crowd was saying. So Wade Barrett grabbed the microphone. It's like, I'll tell you what he said. He said Seth Rollins is a wanker, and there's like, yeah. So it was a fun kind of promo to welcome to Australia.
Yeah.
So then Sami Zayn makes his entrance. Um,
Yes.
for his US Championship Challenge Open, but he just makes his entrance and then they go to Jacob Fatu confronting Cody Rhodes in the back. Basically saying he wants a title shot and Cody Rhodes is like, "Great, bring it," kind of thing, and then walks away. So like I want the challenge, wants
Yeah.
him to step up kind of thing. So Cody Rhodes walks away and then Drew McIntyre comes out of nowhere and just starts beating the hell out of Jacob Fatu. Yeah, so that
Dang.
one was probably going to go down pretty soon.
Okay.
So back to Sami Zayn. It's our first match of the evening with uh Sami Zayn defending against a returning and a happy Shinsuke Nakamura. So if you haven't seen, yeah, man. He's back like old music and everything. He is the OG Shinsuke. He does the whole back dive in the ring and everything. It was so refreshing to see that back.
Yeah.
And the match is fantastic, just overall. I mean, it's OG Sami Zayn versus OG Shinsuke, and they just put on a hell of a show. So Perth
Glad
was
Shinsuke's
in for a
back.
treat, and they got it.
I did see. I haven't seen the. I didn't see the clips of the match, but I saw the clips of his entrance. So it was good to
Yeah,
see Shinsuke back. Yeah.
great to see him back. Because
Mm.
after a while, I was wondering, it's like, where is Shinsuke? Like, he hadn't been on TV for a while. His gimmick was kind of falling flat with him being like, it was cool, but people
Yeah.
just weren't digging it.
Yeah.
So it's great to see him back. But I guess they're not ready for Sami Zayn to give up the belts because a returning Tama Tonga, of all people, he was the returning the missing piece there, buddy, which I don't know why nobody expected that, but here we are. So All four of the MFTs take a spot on each side of the ring, and they all have like face paint, like tribal face paint now, which is pretty dope. And they just proceed to beat the hell out of Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura as Solo Sikoa slowly walks into the ring in his suit. His face isn't painted, but doesn't need to be. He's the leader of the group. And it looks like the MFTs are complete. So it's that five-some, and they're gonna wreak havoc.
Cool. They sound like they're all nice and set up for a war game situation.
Yep.
Right
Yep.
on,
They
right
get.
on.
Here we go. So after that, we see Nick Aldis telling Drew McIntyre that next week in San Jose, ow,
Oh
which
boy.
means
Pew, 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 pew,
they will
pew.
be home. Well, for us anyway. Although I don't think either one of us are going to the show, but that's besides the point.
All right, that's all
He's going to
right.
be
Life
taking
right now.
on,
Life right now.
yeah, he's going to take on Jacob Fatu. When out of nowhere, Jacob Fatu attacks Drew McIntyre, and then that gets broken up. So next week we'll get Drew versus Jacob Fatu
Oh boy. Okay.
in San Jose.
In San Jose.
So next match we have uh the women's championship team of Stephanie Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton
Oh,
taking on the tag team of Julia and Kiana James.
James. Yep.
Um I don't the story of the whole story of Kiana James being some agent for Julia would just kind of happen out of nowhere and it's just I think it's fallen flat. But Kiana James is a fantastic wrestler. Like all four of these women put on a hell of a show. It was a great match for them as well. It's fun to see like Julia and Kiana like work together and work off each other because they actually work really well together. Where Kiana takes a majority of the bumps. Um, but Julia and Kiana end up picking up the Vic. Nope, that's a lie. They did not. Obviously, the team of the champs got the victory, but it was still a great match. And then they got the stare down at the end. So Tiffy walked down the ramp with Stephanie. They both held up their belts with the Crown Jewel Women's Championship behind glass behind them. Get their little stare down because they won the match. I mistake. They won the match
They won the match.
because they're the champs. They should have.
All right.
Uh, Next up, we see Charlotte and Alexa, who grant Sol Ruka and Zarya their match. They Alexa deemed them worthy enough. They said, if you don't think we're good enough, just we'll show you. So put us in match. So don't know when or where or if it's for the titles, but they have been granted a match by the women's tag team champions.
All right.
So we'll see that in the near future, and that should be a fantastic match as well.
Another Survivor Series, maybe get up.
Could be, but no one else will get it on SmackDown. All right, next match we have what is it? Oh, the Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six for the WWE Tag Team Championships.
Okay.
Honestly, it was really nothing special. The Wyatt Six retain, but that wasn't the match was not the main part. After the Wyatts retained, don't get me wrong, it was a good match. It was a solid match. But after the Wyatts retained, the MFTs come out. So as you were saying earlier with the War Games match, there's your 5-on-5.
Yeah. And it was funny seeing I did see that clip, so that I do like the MFT and Warpaint. I think
Yeah.
that's really cool. Um and yeah, I it was funny seeing Nikki Cross stand across from someone. I'm like, oh yeah, there's still Uncle Howdy situation in solo. So yeah, things will be
Right. So I'm assuming Uncle Howdy will make a return for
yes.
to be the fifth man. But yeah, I like how she was the one staring down Solo Sikoa. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, obviously he wasn't gonna hit her, so it was just a fun stare down because she was the one to step up.
That's funny. Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, so I don't know if the tag team titles would be up at any point in time, but it looks like for sure it'll be a 5-on-5 match for that Survivor Series. So
So yeah.
we'll look forward to that one. That'll be a hell of a match inside that War Games. Which quickly brings us to our main event of the evening.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Woo! Damian Priest versus Aleister Black in a last man standing match.
Oh boy.
Uh, Ton of weapons all over. They went all over the arena. Kendo sticks, stairs almost instantly, like right away. Tables. All in all, it was a great main event. Uh, Aleister Black hit a Meteora from the top rope on Damian Priest, who did like a back bump on like the stairs. I was like, and like he hit hard. I was like, like it was a very hard hitting match. It was great. If you haven't seen highlights, check them out.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, Towards the end of the match, they were on a high spot, like a bunch of boxes in the crowd, like those big kind of boxes they climbed on. Damien was about to hit Aleister Black with his finisher. Zelina Vega comes out of nowhere, in just black and white. She's not very colorful like she usually is. Kind of
Correct.
protected Aleister Black, so Damien Priest kind of backed up. Zelina Vega got out of the way. Aleister Black did that old school trick where he threw a fireball in Damien Priest's face.
Yeah, I saw
With even like people in the crowd who were sitting right there, were like, "Oh my God, like
that.
fireball!" Like he's Liu Kang, you know.
Yeah.
So he
I,
proceeds to hit him with a black mass. He falls off the boxes through a couple tables. Like it's a good fall.
yeah.
And 10 count, Aleister Black is your winner. Credits.
Boom. Friday Night SmackDown. I was yesterday years old when I found out that Aleister Black and Selena Vega were married. I
Oh
did
yeah.
not know.
So now
And then
they're looks like they're officially going to be rolling together.
with her having the color change, I think,
Hmm.
yes, I think that's going to be something going forward.
I did not like, you know how Aleister Black's entrance is usually he's laying on the board thing and he like kind of slowly raises up.
Oh, yeah.
They do the candles and everything, but I don't think they do that anymore, which is kind of a shame. But he did wear a dope mask where it looked like the Phantom of the Opera's kind of mask, but it had
Yes.
like big, like long ass horns coming out of the top of it. There I am.
Very cool.
Yeah, so there was that at least, but
Okay.
that whole thing where he raised up super slow was dope. But
It was. Yes.
anyway,
I
that
like
was
that.
SmackDown. That cheers to WWE for whenever they go overseas. They usually put on really big shows for those people since they don't get a lot of shows out there. Maybe if they're lucky, two times a year. So they always make sure their shows like they get their money's worth. So they're always really big SmackDowns. That's why we had a few title matches and all that. So cheers to them. Let's go.
Cheers.
Yes, sir.
Cheers. Speaking of big them giving them big events once again because of life, Billiam and I both did not watch Crown Jewel, but what we can do is what we did last time. I'm just gonna kind of quickly run through the card, tell
Yeah.
you one, and then um, what we think. So that it opened up with Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Um, Bronson Reed ended up winning. The Usos try to come out and help. Jay ends up spearing
Hmm.
Roman to a table and hindering the plan. And Roman ends up yelling at the Usos, I didn't need your help. I told you, I'm doing my own.
Yeah.
So,
Like there was a plan, you didn't go by the plan. Like it's we'll see, because I think Jimmy was probably the one that talked Jay into going out and helping him because Jay's not like he's like watch your back kind of thing. So I don't know, we'll
yes,
see what happens, but it was not the right move for the Usos because Bronson Reed now has a win, which means they're gonna have a third match. They're gonna have to have a rubber match because each
yeah,
guy's won now. So that should be a hell of a match because the last two have been great so far.
indeed. Then we had the women's match for the Crown Jewel. Tiffany Stratton, Tiffy Time against Stephanie Vaquer La
Mhm.
Primera. And La Primera gets the win. She wins the women's Crown Jewel. From what I understand, it was a really good match.
That belt was almost as like half as big as she was. Like that's how big it is, and that's kind of a tribute to her size as well. But
Yes.
yeah, she can't keep that. But here you go. You can wear it for about 20
Here's
minutes.
this ring. Yeah, here's this ring. Keep the
Yeah,
ring.
here's a ring.
We need that back though. We need that. We have because we have to go present it later. It's the same belt.
Yeah, it's got one of those little whistles in it. Blow into it. It'll be great.
Take your pictures, and then we need that back. Then it was John Cena versus AJ Styles. I'm pretty sure the internet, if you haven't heard by now, it
See,
was a great match as far as how they both paid. homage to a bunch of different wrestlers by doing a bunch of different people's finishers. So
Yeah, AJ Styles came out in his OG gear
yes,
from 2000,
yes,
2002, whenever.
the old TNA
Like
gear.
yeah, the shorts and everything. And John Cena also wrote him an introduction that he didn't know about. If you
Correct.
haven't heard that, it's
Yes.
great because AJ Styles again knew nothing about it, and he mentioned how he was the definition of total nonstop action,
Yes.
how he was the ultimate ace and leader of the Bullet Club kind of thing. Like it was
Yes.
really cool, deep cuts, and John
Yes.
Cena really did him justice too. So
John Cena.
it was really it was just a thank you for everybody who's been
It was a
involved.
wrestling
Like
fans kind of match.
yeah,
Like, it was a wrestling, like, was it going to blow you out the water? No. Was it, but if you're a wrestling fan, it was just a good time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes me think I think Edge might be his final opponent because we saw moves like we saw the Walls of Jericho, we saw Sister Abigail, which was really cool, and
Yeah.
the Fireflies instantly went up like it almost
Yeah.
brought a tear to Cena's eye if you've seen pictures and stuff. But like I think we saw moves that people that we wouldn't see or aren't going to see. But again, you never know. Speculations are fun. I still think it'll be Jericho. I'm hoping it's Jericho. But this match with him and AJ Styles was fantastic. It's one I need to go back and find and watch in its
Indeed.
entirety because it looked pretty great.
The whole list, I read a Bleacher Report recap, and the whole list of the finishers used is all there
Mhm.
for kind of get the whole list. It's great. Cena ends up getting that win, the 17 unseen, beats AJ Styles
With a
in a
tombstone.
yeah, Tombstone, then hits him with the AA.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, fantastic. Then it's the Kabuki Warriors versus Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, it's a hometown match for her, so the crowd was popping.
Hmm.
Obviously, they were going to beat the Kabuki Warriors. I don't think
Yeah.
that was ever in any doubt or question. So yeah, I mean, just go watch that match. And then the Finn in an Alley, the main event is a crown jewel, Seth Rollins against Cody Rhodes. Uh, Seth Rollins coming in having not defeated Cody Rhodes. He's 0-3.
Hmm.
Long story short, Seth hits Cody with the watch that Cody
The
gifted
watch. Yeah.
and then does not one curb stomp, but two, one from the top rope.
Super. Yeah.
Boom. And Seth Rollins becomes the crown jewel champion.
Yeah. We should have seen it coming when usually when they introduce some sort of prop or some sort of item early on in the storyline that it'll be brought back eventually and lo and behold here comes the watch that he uses to hit Cody Rhodes in the side of the head to reverse the crossroads and then gets the 1 2 3 and Trips comes out and puts the belt on him. He's like, put the belt on me, which and he's just like, yeah, baby. Like he did it. He succeeded. Good for Seth Rollins. The vision is going strong.
Which brings us to Monday Night Raw. We're still in Perth, Australia, everybody. Seth Rollins comes out to start the show and he gives a vision flex and he says some wonderful things. What he absolutely says, though, is you know what? I am the visionary. I am the revolutionary. I didn't need Braun Breaker. I didn't need Bronson Reed. I didn't need Paul Heyman. I did this on my own. I'm glad they're here, but I did it on my own.
Hmm.
Oh,
It's a tribute to we didn't say it because again we didn't watch the show, but apparently Paul Heyman told the boys, the Bronze at Crown Jewel, not to go out there and help Seth Rollins.
yes.
So we don't know if Seth Rollins told him to say that or if Paul Heyman's decided that he didn't need the help. But either way, Paul Heyman's like, we're not going to go out there. You guys don't have to. So didn't need him after all, but he's just
Not at
flexing
all.
on it. I didn't need him.
All right. Drops the mic, walks out. He's rocking he gets to rock the crown jewel belt and the championship. So it was great. Rusev telling Penta he gets the winner of Penta and Dom. Dom walks in the background, kind of walks out, has a whole funny moment, brings us to the Intercontinental Championship match. Uh, Penta versus Dirty Dom Mysterio. There were two commercial breaks during this match, which was annoying.
Yeah.
Dom gets all the love. He doesn't feel like a heel, even though he kind of is.
Yeah.
Rusev comes ringside and Penta jumps at him. Dom does this great thing where he grabs the timekeeper hammer, um, acts like he's gonna hit Penta. Well, acts like he's gonna do something like hits Penta, puts it in his boot, does the does the 619 with it there, toss it out. The Latino cheat pulls it off again. Dirty Dom keeping his
Yeah.
Intercontinental Championship. There we go.
And again, even though he's not supposed to be cheered like a babyface, neither was Eddie Guerrero. He is so
Right.
much this generation's Eddie, and it's great. Like he's
Right.
totally leaning into it. They're letting him and give me all the Dominic Mysterio. Even though I love Penta, it'd be great. He deserves to have be a belt holder at some point, but not from Dom.
Greatest Mysterio of all time.
Yep.
Dirty, two belts, Dom.
Yep.
Backstage, Jack interviews L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
And he does this great thing, like in the middle of talks, like, and of course you walk up, and CM Punk comes up and spoils the fun. They're kind of jibber jabbing, whatever. Asuka tells Kyrie saying that 'cause Asuka's like, I want Rhea, and it's like, no, Kyrie, you have to fight Rhea, and Kyrie's like, me, and Asuka gives Kyrie the big slap, just that one, the whole
Yeah.
crowd, oh, like just that awkward domestic abuse slap that I imagine
Like,
must be
it's
just
like
like, yeah,
keep eating dinner, kids. It's okay. Mommy's fine.
it got uncomfortable. It got
Yeah.
uncomfortable. And then it's go out there and do it because it's it's Kyrie, Kyrie Sane versus Rhea Ripley, another home game for Rhea Ripley. Io comes out with Rhea, and Asuka, of course, is in Kyrie's corner.
Did you
Then
notice when Rhea did her her foot stomp in her intro and everything with the pyro or like
we
the explosion?
did like a
Io
whole,
jumped up like
yeah.
with Rhea's bump. So
Hmm.
like it was like she hit the
Like she
ground and she
stomped
jumped
and
up.
yep,
Great.
yep.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Adorable.
Uh, I still think Rhea should have had a one-on-one at the PLE. I kept saying that.
Yep.
Obviously, Rhea Ripley is the winner. They're not going to have her lose that. Asuka attacks Io as Io's cheering. Rhea kicks Asuka, but then the Kabuki Warriors attack Rhea. So Kyrie is still on the team, even though, she maybe shouldn't be. But, Rhea gets a little bit of a beat down, and oh well, we're going to keep it moving. So Kabuki
Under the
Warriors apparently want all the smoke. They want all the smoke. Had the Usos talking backstage. Jimmy's feeling a certain way. Tensions are high because of what happened at Crown Jewel. So
Mhm.
keep that in mind. There's just a lot of jibber jabbing going on. Brings us to our next match. With Jimmy feeling a certain way, he's got to go out there and fight Big Bronson Reed. He's saying, hey, I'm gonna go out there and do it. Jay's like, yeah, everybody's got to be doing stuff on their own. Jimmy's like, you're not gonna help me. He's like, hey, you gotta go do it.
Yeah, because
Uh,
Jay's like, I don't need you out there for my match because he's in a triple threat later on, number one contender match.
have to beat
So
Roman.
Jimmy's like, fine, I don't need you in my corner against Bronson Reed. So he goes out there to handle business. Well, tries to.
And he's going out there injured. Bronson Reed wins because Jimmy wasn't even 100%.
No.
As happens, Braun Breaker comes out and he spears Jimmy twice.
Yeah.
Jay ends up coming out to help, kind of clears them out, and Jay tells Jimmy, "Tighten up. You got to tighten up. Come on, man." And Jimmy's like, "Man, I needed your help."
Hurt.
Yeah, man. Lyra's telling Bailey that this team up is a one-time thing, and Bailey's not trying to hear all that because Bailey's not medicated right now. So
No.
it's a thing, which brings us to Lyra Valkyria and Bailey versus Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. We've started to see this dance a couple times at this point.
Mhm.
There was a great stat that was said that Roxanne Perez has more matches than anyone in the women's division this year. So she's been on TV an awful lot. And I feel like, yeah, we're talking about
Yeah.
Miss Roxy every week. And why wouldn't you want to talk about Miss Roxy every week? She is
Especially because Liv got hurt and she was the champion at the time, so she just took over like that, and people were not forced to like her, but she grew on people real quick. So, which she deserves it because Roxy's great.
she is very great. Bailey's getting a lot of love. She gets a nice little chant. Australia is getting a lot of love. Uh,
Mhm.
Cole sets us up with a nice commentary by saying that he was trying to text with Bailey, and Bailey was getting schizo on the text message. Like 1 minute she was my best friend, and the next minute she was telling me to shut up. So I think it's just funny how he's
Yeah.
weaving that in there. At one point, Bailey's kind of not getting in it, and Lyra slaps Bailey, and that wakes Bailey up. So that helps them get in. Lyra and Bailey, winners. Is this a team that's going to keep going? We'll see.
We'll
We'll see
see
what goes
what
on.
knows.
Seth Rollins is backstage with Heyman. Braun comes up and Seth, is praising them, doing this whole thing, just saying, hey, no, we're here, but no one's gonna knock me off this mountaintop. We're here, and what you gonna do? Vision's on top. Adam Pearce is talking to AJ Styles. He's gonna set up a tag match. It's gonna be AJ Styles and it's going to be AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Judgment Day for the tag team championships. That's going to be next week on Raw.
Sure.
Also next week on Raw is going to be Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship because that first match was pretty good.
Yeah.
Maxine getting the win, so she's getting a little push. That's cool. And we're also going to see Rusev against two belts Dirty Dom because Dom won, so Rusev was going to get the winner of that match. Jackie Redmond introduces Stephanie Vicaire um, to the world. This is more backstage, and then Roxy comes up and saying she should be the champ, and so Roxy is starting to chirp at Stephanie Vicaire. So, hey man, maybe this is going to be a little Roxy push. I'm all for a Roxy
Hope so.
push, right? Which brings us to our main event of
Yes.
the
Yes.
evening.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh. It is a triple threat match for the number one contender spot to go after the visionary Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship. It is 4 letters, one word. Yeet. Main event Jay Uso versus L.A. Knight
Yeah.
versus the self proclaimed best in the world. His name is CM Punk, and it is a triple threat match. Things happen, punches happen, fighting happens, chaos ensues. But let's just get to the good part.
Oh boy.
The winner of the match is CM Punk. CM Punk is now your number one contender for Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship. So CM Punk's going to get another shot at the guy.
Whatever.
Vision comes out. First, Braun Breaker spears Jay, and then
Yeah, I think
LA
he
Knight.
took off a little too early because he almost didn't hit Jay.
Yeah,
So
I saw the jump was I didn't so which let's I'm further impressed with Braun Breaker because he was still able to do the role and
yeah,
he's an athletic dude,
yeah, he
man.
still pulled it off, but he
And
jumped a little too soon, so he
mhm.
reached for Jay.
Yeah, he reached for Jay, boom, gets him, sees LA Knight, gets
Yeah, from
LA
the other
Knight.
side of the ring, at first you
Yeah,
think he's staring at CM Punk, who's in the ring, but he's staring across, like through Punk to the other side where LA Knight's by the announce desk and takes off and goes around the corner. Boom, hits him with
yeah.
the spear.
Boom.
Man,
Gets him heavy. Then the Vision is surrounding CM Punk in the ring. Breaker hits CM Punk with a spear. Bronson Reed hits CM Punk with a tsunami. The Vision is holding court. Seth is sitting there yelling at Punk, telling him, "You'll never be champ. You'll never be champ."
credits
And then
roll.
out of nowhere, Billiam, out
Yeah,
of nowhere,
the
haters,
credits rolled.
out
Executive
of nowhere,
producer
boys
Triple
and girls.
H and Lee Fitting. Like it's like, all right, cool, show's over. Nope.
Braun Breaker turns and spears Seth Rollins. What? Beep, 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 beep,
My jaw
beep.
dropped because I mean it was gonna happen, but now, like I thought they were gonna have a run for a while, like tag champs. Well, he's champ and all that stuff. Nope.
Nope. Braun Breaker's looking at Bronson Reed and he's going, "Hey, you're either with me
Well, you're
or
not.
you're with him. What are we doing here?" Bronson Reed hits Seth Rollins with the big tsunami.
Ooh, drags him. The Braun Bronze are together. Thank God, because they are so fun together.
Both the Bronze turn to Paul Heyman, and basically, without saying anything, it's that
Same thing.
what you about to do. Paul Heyman raises Bron's hands, and they are looking down at Seth Rollins. The vision has died.
Was that the plan?
So, a little bit,
Find
we
out.
just have a little bit of time for two bits of scuttlebutt before we remind the people how they can help us out.
Hmm.
First bit of news of the scuttlebutt is, and I'm hearing this from WrestleMania. I like to state the source because that's the other kind of what I check in with. The rumor is that Seth Rollins is actually hurt.
Hmm.
Might like has something to do with his shoulder.
Yeah, it
Uh,
looked like from when he hit like a flying headbutt, he went coast to coast with a headbutt. Looked like he landed wrong at Crown Jewel.
yeah.
So that's probably why he didn't have a match last night or on Raw as well. But yeah, it
Yeah.
looked like that's a legit shoulder injury this time, and he's gonna have surgery as
So
soon as possible.
he's gonna have to vacate that title. So it's a good time for him to, yeah, give it up. The group to break up.
Did you see that somebody suggested they give it to Finn Balor since that's what happened at SummerSlam when Finn Balor got hurt for the first ever Universal Championship against Seth Rollins?
That's funny.
So Finn Balor relinquished it, and then because Seth Rollins was in the Authority just gave him the Universal Championship belt. They're like, they should do the
Oh,
same thing with Finn Balor.
that's funny.
Little role reversal.
That's funny. So that's the first bit of scuttlebutt. Yeah, it's happening now. It's happening now. We knew it was going to happen, and I'm glad. Breaker made the first move. I'm glad it went how I wanted to go, just a little bit sooner.
Yep.
And speaking of injuries, the news came today. Shout out to the young OG, Triple OG Arturo. He put this on my radar, and I happened to look and confirmed. Jacob Fatu is out until at least sometime in 2026. I haven't looked into it, but it's that much. But I saw just the headlines, and from what he's telling me, some out of ring injury. So we will not be seeing Jacob Fatu next week. And the people who expected to see him in San Jose are very disappointed, I'm sure, because
Yeah.
that's in the backyard. Um,
He's got a shirt that says Yada the Mean on it now. Have you noticed that? Have you seen that?
I know. Well, now I just need to get a Eating Ain't Easy shirt. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's a good one.
So those are the two news of scuttlebutt. So man, we will probably have more news. I'm sure news will be coming out at this point. I'm pretty sure you've heard of what's going on. We'll probably be talking about it more next time we report with y'all. But that's it. That was the weekly recap. I got things to do. He has things to do. Y'all got things to do. So we don't want to keep you. So Billiam, let the wonderful haters know how they can help us out.
Oh, of course. My pleasure. First of all, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And then also the little comment box down. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, matches of the week. If you hear any other news, inform us, inform the people. Let us know what you like. Oh, Kills is trapped in a box again.
I'm okay,
Uh,
okay.
Also, you can find us on Instagram, Section 8 Wrestling Pod, as well as Spotify if you just want to just listen to us, Spotify and Apple Music.
Yes. And for the people that just want to do the listening, we're going to be getting the rest of the remainder of the chunk of stuff up there. Forgive us. Life, people kind of slow. It's mostly my fault. I'm slow to the gun. We going to get them stuff up there so y'all can have get updated with everything that we got going on. So that's it, y'all. We want y'all to have a very, very wonderful night. And thank you for stopping by. We hope we've been a nice, pleasant distraction, fun distraction for your day. No matter what you're going through, just remember it's temporary. It's going to get better. We gonna be all right. For the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast, I am Kills at Wills.
All right, Billiam.
Hey, we'll see y'all on the next one.
Bye, guys.